this is Sarah and welcome to another video. Today we are doing chapter 38 of the third book of the Clockwork Chronicles, Sacrifice for Freedom. Yeah, basically we ended off on here when the attack happened. Yeah. We're about to see what happens next. We have 2 more chapters to go, and then we're on to the short stories. And then, well, I do have something I still need to show you eventually. But yeah, I could do that later. Meantime, if you have any thoughts or questions, be sure to let me know. And yeah. Chapter 38. Stampede screamed as he watched in helpless horror as the blade hurtled towards him, threatening to end him. He had nowhere to go, nowhere to run and hide. He was vulnerable and trapped, alone. Was this what the man had wanted all along? Was this really his end? The cat closed his eyes, preparing for the blade to make its mark. He could feel himself shaking, hearing his soft sobs as he waited. Nothing happened. Instead, he was met with the sound of metal on metal, clanging together. It's a sound he didn't know how relieved he was to hear until he heard it. He opened his eyes as he looked up, gasping when he saw the scene before him. Standing in front of him, with his sword blocking the man's blade, was Sam. How had he managed to find him? Had he somehow outsmarted the man who'd stayed behind to keep them busy? None of those questions mattered, though. Just seeing him gave him a hope. What do you think you're doing here? The man snapped angrily as he stepped back, lunging at the boy in an attack. Stopping you, that's what, the boy said matter-of-factly. The man sneered. His cold, dark eyes narrowed as he took in the boy, who managed to block his attack a second time. Sam was strong. He was confident, determined to protect. The cat should have known he'd do anything to help. But in all the chaos, I never thought this could ever happen. Yet, it had. Do you really know just how much of a nuisance you are to me? The man asked coldly. You keep getting in my way, stopping me time and time again from finally finishing what I started all those months ago. Really testing my patience, boy. You really want to face my wrath if you don't stand down? I'm not afraid of you, Mr. A, the boy said boldly. Should be, demanded starkly. And you should know that you have no right to threaten my friends like that, the boy said with confidence. The man laughed as he attacked again. The cat could see another figure fighting one of the men who had been with him. But where was the other one? Suddenly, he felt arms grabbing him as they pulled him to his feet. The cat cried out and struggled against the man. She couldn't escape. He was trapped. Stampede! Squishy said, her eyes wide as she plowed through the man she was attacking, knocking him so hard on the ground that he was knocked unconscious. The cat gasped and the guard tightened his grip on the cat as the man smiled. Mr. A spoke, diverting the boy's attention back from his friend. You really think you can stop me? What's your order, sir? The guard asked. Kill him. Man said, his eyes gleaming with dark triumph as the cat struggled harder. No! Squishy shouted as she lunged for the man, tackling him as he loosened his grip on the cat. Deppy cried as he fell to the ground, groaning as he landed onto his side. He could hear the duckling a few feet away, fighting to keep the man down. The cat looked up to see the boy had stopped fighting the man and had run to his side. You okay? No, but I'll get better, the cat said weakly as he struggled with his bonds. Can you get these for me, though? Of course, the boy said as he broke the bonds with his sword. Just as the cat cried in alarm, the man began heading towards him. The boy spun around and stood, standing in front of the cat as he struggled to stand. Suddenly something struck him from behind as he fell to his knees. His hands grabbed him. No! Squishy shouted again, his arms wrapped around him, locking him in a chokehold as he gasped in pain. The man's grip was tight and firm. The cat knew that the man was intending to kill him. Help! The cat called, struggling weakly as he tried to pull the man's arm away. But he couldn't. He could feel himself losing consciousness, losing the strength to keep fighting. He needed air. He needed to breathe. The cat heard the man make a gurgled scream as he let go of the cat. He collapsed to his hands and knees, looking down at the ground and gasped for air, coughing as he struggled to find a comfortable rhythm again. He felt lightheaded, not wanting to get up, fearing he'd fall over again. Suddenly, he heard a scream from behind him as he looked over his shoulder as one of the other men attempted to attack the duckling. She'd lost her sword, which was a few feet away, covered in blood. "Squishy catch!" the cat shouted as he grabbed the sword and threw it towards her. She looked up and caught it, thrusting the man off her as he screamed, hitting the tree as he slumped to the ground. Both of the men went unconscious. Now they needed to deal with Mr. A. But before the cat could struggle to his feet, he was knocked down again, looking up at him in horror as Mr. A stood over him, grin determination in his eyes. "Really think your friends can save you, cat?" the man said darkly. He held an iron dagger to the cat's throat. The cat swallowed, wanting to pull away, wanting to kick the man off him. He was crushing him under his weight, making it impossible for him to move. He must struggle away. "You just think I'll find out another way to destroy you, even if I have to let the cause do it themselves? Is he really that angry?" the cat asked, coughing as he felt tears starting to fall. He was in pain. He was sore all over. All he wanted was just to be all over, so he didn't have to suffer like this. "They'll do what they think a traitor like you deserves," the man sneered. Gerald was the only traitor in this conversation, the cat said, gasping when the dagger pricked his skin. "I'm aware of that," the man replied. "But who's gonna stop them? Or me from finally finishing you?" "I will," a voice said from above the man. Mr. A yelped in surprise as he was yanked off the cat and shoved to the ground, not the floor. The cat scrambled back, shaking with shock and fear. Sure. Sam loomed over the man, who was smiling mischievously at the boy. "Did you really think that was the last trick I had up my sleeve, boy?" the man asked. The cat suddenly heard the copter door open. As he looked over to see that there had been one man waiting in the copter, the cat scrambled to his feet, hesitant on whether he should run or not. The man took out a small blue-green spear and threw it at him. The cat ducked and screamed when the man tackled him. He fell to his knees, pain filling him as the man kicked him. Squishy jumped into action, charging down the man. Before she could do so, an arrow whizzed by and hit its mark. The man grunted in pain and collapsed. Stampy, who was exhausted from all the screaming and fighting, collapsed from the man's grip as well, feeling too dizzy, tired to stand, to even see who it was. "William!" Squishy cried in surprise. The cat could hear Mr. A say something under his breath. The cat managed to lift his head as he noticed the man staring at him, standing up as his mouth moved. The cat knew what he was saying without needing the words. He would be back for him. Back to finish him. "Come back, you coward!" Zeph shouted as the man broke into a run. The cat was too tired to watch. "Stampy?" a voice said from above him. The cat looked up to see Duckling kneeling down and wrapping him into her arms. A warm and comforting gesture. "Are you okay? Is it over? Is it safe?" the cat asked softly, too afraid to speak any louder than a whisper. "You're safe, Stampy," she said with a small smile. "You're safe. He can't hurt you now." The cat nodded as he rested his head on her shoulder. Closing his eyes, he felt himself drifting away. But he was safe. He had nothing more to fear for the time being. His friends had saved him. Had been there for him no matter what. This time, no longer felt afraid. This was what he wanted. This was where he wanted to be. This was where he desired to be, safe and happy, free from fear and uncertainties. This was what he needed, what he wanted. nothing would ever change that. Except there's something in his mind that kept him from falling asleep. Something urged him, commanded him to do something. Something was trying to remind him of something. But what? He didn't know. But he knew that despite what he truly wanted, there was more to be done. What was that? He ignored a quotation mark. Is he okay? A familiar voice asked the duckling. Yeah, he's just a bit tired from everything that happened tonight, the duckling mused. Well, we can't stay here. We need to get back. The others will be waiting for us. Cat felt a hand on his shoulder as he opened his eyes and looked up and saw the boy looking down at him. Think you can walk? The boy asked him softly. Yeah, the cat replied quietly, but I'm not sure how far. I'll help you, the duckling promised, and she helped her friend to his feet, wrapped an arm around him, keeping him steady. The cat looked up to see the night sky, wondering if they would be able to get back without running into more threats. Let's go then, Sam said quickly, and hope we don't run into any monsters on the way. I'm surprised we didn't come across any here, the cat muttered ponderingly. I guess we were just lucky, the boy shrugged. Luck had nothing to do with it, the cat said with a chuckle. I'm sure the men took care of any that were in the area. Fair enough, Squishy said. But we do best hurry. I don't want to be ambushed by any of those men again. Or worse. The cat swallowed and nodded, leaning into his friend. As he closed his eyes, there's nothing to be afraid of now. He's safe, he's happy. It was what he wanted, even though he felt like something was missing. Something kept pricking in his mind, wanting him to do something. He couldn't help but think about that man he was capable of. But if it wasn't fear, then what was it? Unfortunately, we're going to have to end that episode there. I will be reading the next chapter soon. Yep. But at least it's not much of a cliffhanger. It's just last two chapters. Yeah. It'll get settled. Like my last chapter. Kind of charming. Cute. Stampy Barnaby moment. We all love a good Stampy Barnaby moment. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you have any thoughts or questions, be sure to leave them down below. If you liked it, feel free to like the video. And if you're new, subscribe if you want. I have playlists from all 3 books so far. I will have a playlist for book 4 when it's ready. So yeah. And I do have something I plan to show you. There are 2 things actually, but one of them I can show you. But the other one I can't show you quite yet, because there's a spoiler from book 4. Yeah. I'm also trying, it's like I finished this. Yeah. It's like I'm pondering whether or not I should do one more other thing. But that's going to be a pretty big build. So we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.